Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Columbus, Ohio. And in the previous episode, we lost to the St. Louis Blues in game number 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. You know, we've lost in the Cup Finals before, but something about this hurts a lot more. You know, we've lost to Dallas, we've lost to Vancouver in the finals, but we beat St. Louis last year. And we lost to an arguably worse team this year. And I think all around, we were the better team. Now, let's check out the stats. I want to show you who performed, who did not perform, even though it was cup or bust. If we didn't win the cup, it was a disappointment. If we don't win the cup every season, it's a disappointment with this kind of team. And that's just the truth. Jeffrey Woodworth did all he could, 30 points in 22 games. Savoie with 29, ain't too shabby. Waugh with 24. I mean, the first line did as much as they possibly could, really. And then we just lost in overtime in game 7. Which, you know, could have gone either way. It was just the way it happened, you know? Better luck next year, am I right? Well, maybe we'll face St. Louis again next year. Who knows? Jacques Giroux with 18. Fallon with 13, which he did not have a good postseason. Daryl Dreger with 12. Makinen with 11. Something that I probably need to address this offseason, during the offseason, is center depth. I want to get an absolute superstar second-line center because, you know, Makinen's great. Sillinger could have been better. We got young guys coming up, but there's not a bona fide young rookie on this team at the center position. Maybe we look for the draft. Maybe we look around the league. But things kind of have to change here soon. Pro Horkin in his first postseason appearance, 7 goals, 4 points, 11 assists, -2 though, which could have been a bit better. I'm just waiting for his defensive stats aren't shabby. Maybe it was just the people he was playing with. Goring with 11, Sillinger with 8, who is gone. We have, after all the trades I plan on doing, we will have enough money to re-sign him. I'm just not sure if he's the guy, because he's underperformed. He has. I mean, you could be like, well, you played him on the third line, you played him on the second line. It's just he's not meshing well with the guys that we have. He's no Dubois. He is not Pierre-Luc Dubois. There's nobody that could replace that on this team. So maybe we look to go young. That's the plan. Piton with 7, Dietz with 6, Hansel with 2 in 5 games. Wasn't too bad. I don't know if I talked about Daryl Dreger, but Dreger is probably gone with the lineups that I have right in front of me. He doesn't fit in. I'm looking to go young and bold with that third line, maybe MP3, Makinen, and Hansel. I also want to get Inglis into the lineup this year because he is a playmaker, which might work well on the second line. But if there is a center that I can go after in this draft, I'll gladly do it if it works and if it's beneficial for us. Okay, defense. Abel Carlos, who had a standout postseason. You know, we didn't win, but he was quite good, really had a breakout year. I mean, he's 23 years of age, 5th overall draft pick. I'm hoping he grows a bit more before that 27 cap. I mean, he's on a good contract as well for... Oh, and I backed out. He's on a good contract for the kind of numbers he puts up. I mean, $7 million is a lot for a defenseman, but considering how much defensemen want to make, you know, it's a good contract. Stucam could have been a bit better at 10 points, but he was a +5. I don't know. That first pairing was off this year with Jarvin and Stucam. I'm not sure why, but it was just an off year. We did make it to the Cup Finals. We got as close as we possibly could. We were down In Game 6, we tie it, we force overtime, we win in overtime. Game 7, it could have gone either way. It could have. It just didn't go in our favor. Boutin with 5, Alfredson with 3 goals, and I'm really liking this kid, 22 years of age. He's going to be on the roster for sure this upcoming season. Even though his offensive stats aren't great, he's a good two-way defender, and I really like what he puts up. Plus 12, really good. Mikko Jarvinen, as I was saying, Stu Cam and Mikko Jarvinen, maybe we have to split them up this coming season because they didn't really work here in the postseason. I mean, they were a good regular season pairing. I'm just not sure. I'll have to look into that. Now, the biggest question mark heading in to the offseason is Francis Swift. And, I really loved this pick when we drafted him. He was always really solid. I mean, first year, 16 points plus 56. Second year, plus 40 with 21 points. 17 points plus 32. This year was his worst. I mean, we did play him on the third pairing. Apparently, he's a top 2 defenseman. We're paying him a bit of money. And if we can alleviate that cap, we have a few different options. Especially if we let go of Cole Sillinger, maybe we make a run at a huge centerman in free agency. Because then you could say, well, Francis Swift is pretty good when he's at his best. Okay, we have so many defensemen coming up. We have Pierre Jacobson. We have guys like Alfredson stepping up into the lineup that need to get this time, and Swift isn't going to get much better at 24 years of age. He has that low elite potential. He could go anywhere, Goaltending. Kavanagh really let me down in the finals. But he was great. He got us there. He got us through 1, 2, or 3 rounds. He was big in a lot of situations. He had a few bad games, but he was our MVP for most of the postseason. I can be upset at his performance in the finals, but he got us there. Guys like Askarov didn't get us to that position. Kavanagh at least gave us the opportunity to win. Like the overtime in Game 6. He kept us in it. Even though he allowed 3 goals in that game in a row in the third period. I can't always blame him. It looks like the defense is having a little bit of a problem. I don't know if they're meshing well or something, but we have a long offseason to discuss all of this. Now let's go head towards the draft. I have a few ideas for what I want to do. And while we're simming, I want to thank everybody for watching this series. Oh! Hold on a second. The Cleveland Monsters won the Calder Cup. Even after I took Hansel and Pierre Jacobson out of their lineup. Good for them. As I was saying, thank you everybody for watching. I'm almost at 100 subscribers before January 1st, which is huge. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. Keep commenting. Keep leaving suggestions. I plan on doing a franchise mode soon. Or a new franchise mode. So keep a lookout for that video. There's going to be a big vote. I also want to get some of your created players in the new franchise mode series. Like, you create their name, their position, their highest stats. Because if you're not following me on Twitter, link is in the description. Go ahead, follow me. There is a post a while back where I tagged one of the bigger franchise mode YouTubers in X-Tech. I tagged him, he'd retweeted it, and people gave suggestions for created players, and I put them in. And I'm testing out franchise mode as we speak. Okay? But enough of that. Philadelphia moves up from 5th to 1st, and they're going to be getting a great player. Now, I'm hoping that one of those teams would be willing to trade one of those picks. Hopefully 3 or 4, because I'm really intrigued by one of these centermen. Marty Mallet, which is a sick name. I would love to have him. Or Sergei Voloshenko. And you'd be like, well, you have Inglis, you have Savoie, you have Makinen. If we can get another guy that we can rely on here in the future, that's going to be great. Both of these guys are NHL ready. I'm not sure if I'd be willing to put them in the lineup this year. I'd screw up a few of my lineup changes, but I'm always willing to try something new to get this thing going. Okay. Now, our scouts, I didn't really pay attention to the draft class this year. I was more focused on making sure we were a cup contender. We're always a cup contender. Are we on the decline? Maybe. All of our guys are getting a bit older, and I want to keep things younger. So when guys like Savoie, Woodworth, Waugh retire, we have the young guys to rely on heading into the new generation, okay? Okay, does that make sense? Are you following me? Sick. Awesome. Oh, I do want to look at awards real quick, just before the draft. A few retired players, I guess. It won't stop the simulation. Really appreciate it. Patrick Laine calls it quits on the Montreal Canadiens. 1,614 career games, 844 career goals, good for 1,650 points on the dot. Hall of Famer for sure. He was catching up to Gretzky's record, which Ovechkin broke. He's a stud, no doubt about it. I'm sure there's a few players in this franchise mode that are going to break the 1,000 goal barrier, which is crazy. Oliver Wahlstrom, he's gone from New York. They lose they lose their cornerstone centerman, which sucks for them. But they saved $12 million, so they're probably going to go into free agency looking for something big. The New Jersey Devils lose Nico Hischier, Tyler Benson, Joel Farabee, Jesper Bratt, Patrick Harper, Heiskanen, Sergachev, Abramov, Cirelli, man, oh man, Cody Glass. Yeah, there's a few guys that the NHL lost this year. It's looking quite different because all these guys IRL are like 18, 20, 22, all those ages. It's kind of crazy to see them retire. It really is. I'm just going to keep scrolling through here. Is there any guys that maybe former Columbus Blue Jackets that we lost? Liam Foudy, former Columbus Blue Jacket, played like 16 career games with us. Something like that. Oh, we got Douglas, who was a stud. I think he helped us to win a Stanley Cup. I'm not sure about that though. And that looks to be the end of the retiree list. Any goalies, call it quits. Caden Primo is done. That is crazy because, I mean, as I'm recording this, about 3 days ago, he played his first ever NHL game, and he lost to Colorado, but then he beat the Ottawa Senators, which is crazy, right? Crazy stuff. It is getting weird to see all these faces gone. I don't know how I'm going to make thumbnails here for the next few episodes. It's going to get a little crazy. So Columbus doesn't lose anybody. I'm sure we lose a few scouts. Oh, so we lose a few. Oh, no. So Charles Domingue is actually our head coach who decides to call it quits. So we're going to have to look for a coach similar to him. Yeah, we lose four coaches in our system, so that is going to be something to deal with. I guess we're not going to check awards before the draft, but whatever. We'll check it. Don't worry. So Mallet, Voloshenko, I really want those guys. They're looking quite decent. If any of those teams would be willing to trade that pick, I would love you to death. Even the second overall, right? We have the assets to acquire those guys. We have plenty of guys on the roster and even off the roster, not even under contract, that we can trade. We have plenty of goalie prospects, plenty of guys that would be willing to move for an elite defenseman. Not an elite defenseman, an elite centerman, Owen. We have plenty of defensemen. But you know what? I'm willing to get a defenseman. I'm always willing to get a D-man. So we don't learn anything about Robert Nyquist. Is there anybody that I'm intrigued by heart? No, I want to talk to this Philip Zanatta. Philip Zanatta. Can I learn anything about you? Please, EA, give me a break here. I lost in the Cup Finals. I need some sort of salvation here. in the off season, okay? Something, just a little bit. Did I just ask for his personality? Cool. How ready are you to join the league? Cool. You know, I want to restock the system, you know? I mean, we did trade a lot for Dreger, but I think Dreger is gone. I think Cole Sillinger is gone. I think Francis is gone. Which is... Oh, we don't learn anything about Philip Zanata. Cool, that's awesome. Great to see. Anybody here? You want to talk to me? How about this centerman and Liam? I don't want to pronounce that name. Play style. Readiness. Don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, as I was saying, we're losing a lot, but I think it's for the best. We have a lot of young guys coming up into the league that we can afford to lose these 85 overall guys that are 30 plus years of age. Like when we had Zadina, it was good that we had Zadina at the time, but we've always had a plethora of really strong prospects in the system, so we're gonna go... Oh, cool. Can I advance it? Come on, please. I did the 3 interviews. Let me advance a day. Cool. Now I'm gonna check the awards because I think Woodworth racked up a few this season. It's crazy. This is the first year in a long time that we did not win the President's Trophy. So the St. Louis Blues are your Stanley Cup champions, obviously. President's Trophy winner were the Dallas Stars. St. Louis Blues, third year in a row in the Cup Finals. Damn. And yeah, 2 straight years in the Cup Finals. Individual awards. Jeffrey Woodworth wins the Art Ross for I don't know how many times in his career. It's a few at this point. Jeffrey Woodworth wins the Hart Trophy. Are you surprised? 135 points at 33 years of age. He's undisputed. James Norris goes to Heiskanen, and he retires with that award, which I don't recall seeing that happen before, where a player wins a Norris and retires the same year, which is kind of crazy. Wahlstrom also retires, winning the Lady Byng. Prohorkin wins the Calder, first time in a very long time that we have a player on this team winning the Calder. Now, I can't recall if anybody in Columbus Blue Jackets history won the Calder. No. Steve Mason won the Calder. I remember that happening, and then he was traded to Philly for Bobrovsky. No, that's not right. But he did win the Calder. I'm not sure if Rick Nash won the Calder. I can't recall. See what I did there? But Maxime Prohorkin is on top of the world right now. Conn Smythe goes to Randall. What a freaking loser. Vezina goes to Marshall. And William M. Jennings goes to Kavanagh. Now, his streak is not broken with the William M. Jennings, but Marshall does break Kavanagh's streak for the Vezina. But obviously the best goalie in the league is Kavanagh. No doubt about it. Bill Masterton goes to Clevin. Jack Adams goes to Benin. Frank J. Selke goes to Alex Turcotte. Woodworth wins the Ted Lindsay. Maurice Richard goes to Othman. So Podkolzin streak was broken there, which is crazy because he always scores 60 goals. I guess you just got to score more than 60 goals and you win the Maurice Richard Trophy. But Woodworth had a fantastic season. I'm hoping we can make the right moves this offseason to help stay at the level we are at. Did I say that right? Welcome to the draft. Now, come on, one of these teams want to trade it. Damn it. How about you? Vegas, what do you want? I want to see what kind of assets we have to trade up now. You can have our first. Dallas is first, because we have their pick this year. You can also have... You want to prospect a goalie? We have plenty of those. You want You want Barch? I'm okay with that. Barch, how about you do that? Trade rejected? Okay, now how about we throw on a little something? How about we throw on... this is hard. I'm torn. So how about we go Hamill and then Strabolobulis? Trade rejected. So they really don't want to do that trade, which I get it, but how about you do us a favor, Dallas, or Vegas, sorry. I don't think they're going to do this trade, guys. We'll try that defenseman there, and this Beauregard. I don't think he's going to get much. I mean, he's 20 years of age with the potential, but we have so many great young guys coming up that we can afford to do that. Trade rejected. Okay, it's not going to happen, okay? It's not going to happen, which sucks because I would love to move up there. Is there any guys around 9th that I want to move up to get? Not really. Not really. So, what I want to do is I'm going to sim to my pick, call a timeout, and then we're going to try to make some magic happen, okay? I'm going to call 2 timeouts, just because I can. Now let's look at the start of the draft. What did we miss? First overall pick is Yuri Denisov, 83 overall left-wing sniper. Second overall pick is also a sniper, 82 overall right-winger in Derby to the New Jersey Devils. So New Jersey loses Hishe, but they get a bona fide stud. Mallet. Oh, I really wanted him. Ah, damn it. He was a player that I really wanted. Marty Mallet. What a name. They get a franchise. Or not a franchise center, but they get their franchise center. Voloshenko to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Holt. Forrest. Yep, there's a few good picks there, but I don't see any more medium elites. Okay, I lied. Nyquist. Okay, where's the first top 9? Because I don't think we're going to be able to get anything good. So 2 bad picks there by Montreal and New York. Is there anything I'm intrigued by? Is there a low ETA? Is there a low ETA? Somebody with a low ETA. 4-year. What about this Markkanen? 3-year ETA? Peterson, Corey Peterson, similar to Theo Fleury. Maybe we pick him up with our next first, but currently I want to try to find a trade for a few players. But no, I'm going to check the block and then use the assets that we have, trade them around, see what's floating in the air. Is there any great centerman? Or not, if there's a great player out there that I'd love to bring on this team, I'll do it. Because with all the cap that we will have, we can get something done. But I want to do it smart, okay? The Dreger trade maybe wasn't the best thing to do, but we had the assets to do it, and we made a cup run for the 2nd year in a row. So how... It wasn't... I mean, it was a disappointment not to win, but how often can you say you went back-to-back for the 2nd time in your franchise's history, right? We tried to go back-to-back. We were this close. We were 1 goal away from getting that done. It just didn't happen, you know? It happens to the best of us, okay? It happens to the best of us. Is there anything out here? Anybody? Any Jack Hughes? No, thank you. Anything. Anything at all. Anything. Nobody wants to trade their franchise players? We got a defenseman there. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody? But he doesn't have the potential, which I'm kind of worried about, that we trade for him and he doesn't turn out to be anything special. Maybe we just wait till free agency. I want to get everything off the books. Wow, that is such a good contract. Oh my god! Oh, they were signed Robinson Soy to a $16 million extension. Yikes. Good for you, Vancouver, but what kind of points did he put up? He better be a damn good forward because I know when we had him, he was not worth that. He signed up to like do a $2.6 million contract for 8 years. He finally finished that contract. Oh my god. Vancouver, just because you lost Pettersson doesn't mean you need to give him $60 million. All I'm saying. Good for you, Vancouver. Shoot yourself in the foot. I don't care. Anybody here? Any prospects? Nobody? Okay. I guess we're going to go to find trade. Because I want to get a few guys off the books. I really don't want to use these firsts for that. For any of the players on the board because none of them really intrigue me. Now I'm going to go... Francis Swift would probably be my first guy to try and trade. Somebody please want him. Okay, there's a few teams interested. Chicago. I want a first. Like, a first would be dope. So Dallas really wants him. Harrington... And a first, okay. Few firsts floating around here. Edmonton might be a good first-round draft pick because they just lost a few guys. They lost Benson? They lost Benson, but they'd still have Shane Wright, okay? Arvidsson. I'm going to look through all these trades because... Okay, that's not a bad trade from San Jose. I would love two firsts. From St. Louis. No, screw you. Defensive prospect. Hold on. First, I'm going to check out the defensive prospect from Washington. I don't think he's anything special. How old is he? 12. You think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm stupid, Washington? You think I'm a... You think I'm... You really think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid? Yeah. Okay, so... First, we're gonna check out what Dallas has. They've offered us a few trades now. I can't pronounce this guy's name. I'm not even gonna try. 19 years of age. Right winger, but... I don't know where that would fit. A right winger. Centerman is what I'm really, really looking for. Yeah, I'm not too into that. What is his point totals looking like? Where was he drafted? So he's Finnish? He is Finnish. I'm not super intrigued by that trade. I'm really not. Dallas, I mean, they got Semyov. So they have a few centermen here willing to trade. I'm really looking for a first-round draft pick. I know Swift is going to be great on a different team, but it doesn't work on this team right now. Now, that's $7-ish million that we trade away. Hopefully, we get no money back. Okay, that's the point. So I'm going to look at Edmonton because I don't think Edmonton's going to be a great team. They're a rebuilder. Harrington. 20 years of age. That would be a pick to acquire. It doesn't look like they're going to be the best team. They're getting a great defenseman. But is there anybody left on their... No, okay, so... I was thinking maybe they lose a few guys in free agency here and there, but... They want to get rid of their first. But do we need that defenseman, right? That's the question. It's lefty... Actually looks pretty good. 20 years of age. Don't know how much... Yeah, well, I'll come back to that, Edmonton. I will come back to that. But I know LA, I think, was offering us their pick. Pretty sure. Did they have anything? No, not necessarily. Who's that centerman there? I'm always looking out for centerman, boys. 77 overall, 21 years of age. Is probably a playmaker. But we do have Inglis coming up who's ready to go right now. I think right now the best course of action would be is to get rid of the cap. Don't bring on any superstar right now and wait till free agency to see if there's anything out there that's worth acquiring. Now, the biggest thing if we do acquire a first would be, is this team going to be bad? I don't know if Edmonton's going to be great. They do have Shane Wright, which is their X factor, right? Don't know how LA's going to do. I mean, I don't want to trade with New York. Okay, let's check out San Jose. What do they have on the table? They are a contender, apparently. Okay, let's look at all the options. I gotta be smart. This is an important off season. So Gorge 70 overall. I'm more inclined to go with the Edmonton trade. I know we have our history with Edmonton, but I'm more inclined to go with that because they're listed as a rebuilder. I know they'll have money to work with in free agency. They get a good defenseman, which I don't know if he'll grow more with his... I don't know if it's a morale thing why he drops so much, but I want to go with the Edmonton trade, okay? Now, is there anything else I can squeeze out of this? Okay, is there anything else? Is there any other players on the block that they want to trade? No, that was rookie skaters. Okay, skaters matching the... No, okay. Nothing there. Do you want to trade a Shane Wright? Straight up, you want to trade a Shane Wright? I'll get Shane Wright. Shane Wright sounds fun. They could be a good team too, but we do get a pretty good centerman in Harrington. We do get a really good defenseman in Harrington who could be pretty good for us in the future. It's always good to roll out young defensemen. Now, let's get an extra pick. If you want to give us maybe a second-round pick next year as well, that'd be a done trade. Trade accepted. Francis Swift, you won your cups with us. Thank you for being a part of this team. Thank you for helping us win Stanley Cups, but it was time for you to go, man. It was time for you to go. Now, I do want to trade this pick right here. Draft picks. No, I need to go out. I need to go to find trade. Now, first, I want to see where that Zanata guy is going because I don't know if he's going to be any great. Now, he is the... Oh, but we do have Pedersen, right winger, sniper at 37th. So I think Zatanna is already gone. Yeah, I think I saw him somewhere. So I'm going to trade this pick. Now 37th would be... I mean... Well, maybe we try to trade with Philly? Which would be the 36th overall pick. Okay, let's talk Philly. Now, I'll give you my first. And how about you give me your second next year? No, not your first, your second. Come on. Trade reject. Really? You don't want to do that trade? Okay, now I'll give you the 27th pick instead. Come on. Philly? I believed in you. Okay, I'll give you my third, or Dallas's third. Come on, do the trade. Trade reject. Okay, screw off, Philly. I hate your guts, but I still want that pick. But I'm not going to trade the firsts. Oh, this is going to be a long episode. I just realized that. But I do want to trade back to acquire that right winger, sniper. I'm going to get this one way or another. We still have to trade Dreger, which I completely forgot about. Now, I'm going to trade... I'm going to give you... Is there any skaters on the block? Anybody? Oh, Piton went down to a top 9, so that's cool. That's cool. Okay, fine. We'll give you our first, but it's gonna be the 30th, and you're gonna give us third next year. That work? That work, Philly? Oh, are you kidding me, Philly? Okay, we'll give you our third. Trade accepted. Cool, Philly. I mean, I guess it was just a late... It was just a late second, or early second round pick, if we're being honest here. Now, I don't want... Nope. I don't want this pick because there's not a lot of guys around this pick that I want. We will pick up the guy that we want at 36. Now, who's on the block? Who wants this? Apparently everybody wants this pick. Now, we could go to Philly, and they trade us back. Oh, look at Jimmy Clark making all the money in the world. Good for him, bud. Now, Chicago might be the one to go with. I'm not sure how good they are. Now they do have... They're a rebuilder, so I don't want this guy. But they can throw in... How about a... I don't want your third this year. I want your third next year. I do that trade straight up. Trade accepted. Thank you very much, Chicago. Now we will sim up to our... Nope, I'm not done yet. I have to trade Daryl Dreger. Dreger. I think you're done, bud. I don't think you work on this team. I know it was a one-year thing, but I think it's time for you to go. I just think it is. Okay, now... Okay, Carolina has a few offers. Dallas, apparently. Montreal has a first on the table, which I'm totally willing to listen to. Okay, a few goalies here and there. St. Louis, no thank you. So first I'm going to look at Montreal, because I'm not sure how good they are. I know we always tend to play them. So they're a rebuilder. I'm going with the pick. Okay, I know. You're like, look at the other trades. I'm going with this pick. I'm sorry. I have to... If we can better our chances at potentially getting a franchise player next year, I'm doing the trade. Okay, I know we lose Dreger, and it makes their team a bit better, but if we have that chance of being a lottery team, I'm taking that chance. Now, I want Schwartz. Would they do that trade? Okay, now how about I give them our second next year? Do we have our second? Okay, we'll give you our second next year. Okay, don't want to do that trade. Okay, I'm getting this. I will give you our third round pick this year. Trade rejected. We're doing this trade and you're gonna like it. And then we'll give you our third next year. Trade accepted. Okay, we give up a few assets, but we get better assets in the process. So Daryl Dreger is gone. Cole Sillinger, you're the next one, gone. We have a lot of cap room to work with this coming off season. Now we're gonna go ahead and sim up to our pick. That is a whole lot done in that first round. We are the biggest... Oh, my phone's going off. What happened? Nothing, just football stuff. So Ellington is a really damn good pick there. How old was he? 18 years of age to Chicago. Okay, I see how it is. So a few top 9s, few top 6s here, low elites here and there. So we have our 36th overall pick. Let's go ahead and select from the Ingolstadt in the DEL. We select Corey Pettersson, right winger. How are you? 64 overall sniper. He'll fit into the system quite well. 6 foot, right winger. I can't go wrong with that. Now we'll sim up to our next pick, which is in the 4th round. There was no guys I was really interested in. Our scouts didn't really do a great job this year, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be a super deep draft. So, and I'd rather use my assets properly, like not just waste a 3rd round on a random person that I'm not too sure about. Martikanainen wasn't too shabby, but we have so many defensive prospects. As the last 2 trades we made, we got 2 defensemen back, which won't fit in the lineup for quite some time, but it'll be good when all our defensemen ask for too much money, and then we can turn it over, right? We can turn over a new leaf. So, not a great 3rd round there. Medium elite. Oh, this was the guy I was looking at, too. Damn it. Whatever. 20 years of age. Whatever. I'm not upset about that. I mean, of course, I said I wanted a centerman. Bruin. Ali Bruin to the Sens. Now, is there any centerman here? I'm really throwing all my eggs in one basket, waiting for there to be a great centerman in free agency. Could you imagine if there wasn't? But my luck, there won't be, okay? Stanley Pascal, 19 years of age. Don't know anything about him. Great job, scouts. You're doing fantastic. Do we have any guys scouted for sure? So we do have a lowly 200th. Not really impressed by anything I see here. Now let's go. Throw a Hail Mary. You know what? We got somebody from No, he's got a 5-year ETA. You know, we're going to go Yuri Kapitanov. Right winger. Why not? Make the pick. Top 9. Not a great pick. But you know what? It looks to not to be the best of drafts. We have the 30th pick in the 4th round. Anything here? Let's go with, I don't know, Fedotenko. 6'5"? Yes, we're going Fedotenko. Yes, please. Well, not a great pick, but it'd be like that sometimes. 5th round, what did we miss out on? Okay, top 9s. Okay, the goalies. Maybe I should draft a goalie in this round. That might be the best thing to do. That might be the best course of action, actually. Okay. Let's go check. Nope, that is countries or leagues, goaltending. Okay. 20 years of age, he'll be a medium elite. And then we got this Glebov guy, Pavel Glebov. Let's go with Glebov. Pavel Glebov. Why not? Back up. Cool. That was great. Great pick, Owen. We got a lot done this draft. I can't be too upset there. I can't be. We got a whole lot done, even though it sucks to trade away a lot of those guys. It just has to be done. It does. That's the truth. Stuff has to get done, and I'm the man to do it. Now, what do we have to do here? Nothing report. 5-year ETA. Can somebody just have like a NHL ready, please? 5-year ETA for Yip. Oh, I'm not even going to turn off my notifications. I don't even feel like it. 20 years of age. Goalie. Let's go with the goalie. Screw it. Welcome to the club. Back up. Yay. Whippy! Okay, did we miss anything here in this round? Defense? Okay. I can't even see right now. Okay. Low elite. Another low elite, so we're missing out on the low elites, but okay, I guess so. We already got a lot of defensemen anyways this draft, so... Okay, let's go with the... Let's get, what's Bernard Liberter. Top 9. So, in this draft, we got a bunch of top 9s, 2 backup goalies, and we traded a few guys. But it had to be done. It had to be done. In the next episode, we'll head through free agency, maybe start the next season, 2036-2037 season. We have to sign a new head coach. We have to get so much done. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.